times in their history, and it might not be the most well-known rivalry in the country, but for the Heels and the Cavs, the South's oldest rivalry will always mean a lot. Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the Virginia Cavaliers, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Virginia Cavaliers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Cavaliers will boot it away to start the game. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will have the first possession of the game. North Carolina won a tight one the last time they faced the Cavs.
Yeah, and like a basketball game, it was like who had the ball last. UNC hit a buzzer beater, and it was huge to win that game.
Yeah, North Carolina executed them.
There he goes. Got enough for the first down. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll ride the hot hand. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Lopez to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Tar Heels come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Here comes the heat. Grabbed near the marker. It's Russell. And he's still running after the move. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
You gotta love aggressive offenses. You get 3rd down and short, a lot of defenses think and run. They got 4th down in their back pocket. This offense is aggressive, takes the shot, makes the big play, goes from their side of the field to now set up 1st and goal.
The Tar Heels trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels!
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting a drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
He'll take the return, trying to get better field position. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Cavaliers offense will go to work for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the thing. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Lopez wants to fire. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Gives it to the back on the draw. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And when you're a quarterback, you have to sell pass. You have to get your eyes down the field, the ball in your hand like you're ready to throw the football. Now I quickly hand it to the running back. You could see it worked, and the running back did the rest. The defense was thinking pass all the way. What a nice game.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Russell. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft.
Turning it on! The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Cavaliers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. With the catch, it's Vaughn. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Robinson. Touchdown, Virginia! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Lopez to pass. Quarterback moving. He'll try to do it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He'll pull it down and run. The officials take a break to let him be checked out. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Jukes his way for more. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. The Tar Heels started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina! It's as if every play call with this guy, you've got the play that's called, and if that doesn't work, something that might even be more dangerous.
How nice is that as an offensive coordinator, right, Reese? You know that even if what you called isn't exactly going to work, this guy can just pull a rabbit out of the hat. He can go backyard football and just take off. Man, this guy is fun to watch.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Michigan is getting smoked. This is unexpected. This is alarming. And I've been on social, and their recruits are definitely taking notice. They're trailing by 14 to UCLA. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Robinson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Let's take a minute here and think about Virginia. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who's very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Give him 6. Touchdown, Cavalier.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3's coming soon.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Lopez wants to fire. Got his man. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Now on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Russell. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Russell. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Cavaliers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Cavaliers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He's in open space downfield. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The Tar Heels in the hurry up. Lopez to pass. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, they're after him. That's reeled in. It's Russell. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Finds his man. It's Russell. Oh, he's got some space. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on first down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellows, the South tends to shut down when the Tar Heels and Cavaliers get together, and that's the case again today. And the story of this first half has undeniably been the play of that kid under center. He's in total control of the offense, making the right decisions and reads, not trying to do too much. There's a reason he gets the NIL deals and all the love on social media. That young man is him, and doesn't that opposing team know it? With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Virginia and North Carolina plays out.
And the Tar Heels will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. And nobody responsible for picking up the free safety because, David, frankly, I don't believe they thought he was coming.
No, and whose responsibility is that? The quarterback. If I see the free safety blitzing, I'm throwing the ball deep to somebody to make a play because he can't cover deep anymore, so put that in your back pocket. They want to bring that safety blitz. I'm going to make them pay, and I'm going to throw the ball deep.
And the Cavaliers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Gibson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. And still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Trying play action. Pulls it in. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19. The Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto the field. Here's the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll try the right side. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Lopez wants to fire. Right down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Snagged in the middle. It's Robinson. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Robinson. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, UNC! The defense putting points on the board. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, Phyllis. Michigan is just getting blown off the field right now. We've been watching big games in the Big House forever, and I've personally never seen anything like this. They're trailing by 25 to UCLA. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
With the catch, it's Robinson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got it, 1st down and more. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Yeah, and that is so frustrating because he did the right thing. He got the 1st down, got past the sticks, but didn't do the most important thing and take care of the football, and that goes right back now to the defense.
And a great job, David, by the defense not quitting on the play, right? Of course, they saw him getting the 1st down, but they were still pursuing. They still got hats to the ball. They were able to rip it away, and that is a huge game-changing, momentum-changing type play now.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Lopez to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Sends it back in motion. Grabbed behind the line. It's Russell. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He wants to throw it again. Scrambling away. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And he added the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it.
Virginia, 14.
Bringing it back. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Back open in the middle. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this.
Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. And the returner goes down. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And the Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got it behind the line. It's Russell. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Lopez wants to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Russell. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. And as he throws, he's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown. The Tar Heels putting their foot down as they start to pull away from the Cavs.
North Carolina raising up, meeting the Cavaliers in this rivalry game and doing exactly what they want to do.
Well, they're just making more plays, and they just seem like they are locked in. From the opening whistle, UNC has been the team ready to go.
And the extra point is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Virginia, 14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Throws to the back. Soft spot in the middle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Finds a little space. Turning it on. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. The latest chapter of the South's oldest rivalry in the books, and it is North Carolina who takes home the win over Virginia. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.